All-Australian contention, you think. He's had a wonderful season. Hodge onto his non-dominant side. Kick inside, attacking 50. Again, Franklin the target, but John Cock burst clear. Fantastic player is Graham. John Cock now looks for McGregor. He gets the free kick and it will come back. So Ken McGregor to take it in the midfield.
You can see the Crows have signalled their intention today. They're going to actually play on at all costs, take a bit of a risk and see if they can score early, which in the past probably hasn't been their strength, but it looks like that's their plan today.
McGregor kicked a couple of goals last time against the Hawks, played forward and has been brought back today. 50, there's a 50 away from the ball. Ray Chamberlain putting his mark on proceedings early, and McGregor suddenly will be having a shot for goal.
Because against Richie Vandenberg, team off the play. He's not happy about it, Richie.
Well, he's not happy about it because it looked to me to be instigated by Rutten, who was pushing at Vandenberg, and perhaps a bit lucky there, I reckon, the Crows.
So McGregor now well within range. The man on the mark is inside 30. Straight in front. Should kick this. The ever scruffy McGregor. Ever straight. The Crows have the first.
So a 50-metre penalty resulting in an Adelaide goal, the first of the match. Umpire Chamberlain restarts play. Hudson, gee, that's a good knock. And Thompson clears the centre square, and Burton marks at centre half forward. Looking lively early, the Crows. Burton chips it short, and just the bare 15 metres.
His Achilles heel in somewhat, isn't it, with his shot for goal? So a confidence-boosting start would be to kick it.
Not the best kick. He's kicked 5-6 from set shots, but make it 6-6. The Crows have a couple of early ones.
Adelaide played its first ever final against the Hawks, the only time the clubs have met in September. Crows won that back in '93. Here's Gill again. Gillum with him. Gill got rid of him. Oh, just couldn't get the contact with the kick. Had he done so, it was a beauty. Paul Pleasure might finish the job. He does. The Crows have made a flyer.
Well, they haven't, as Luke Darcy mentioned, the centre square work is what's hurting Hawthorn. That's a terrific contest. That's not a great kick, but Paul Pleasure followed it up, and he can kick on his left side, and that makes him dangerous at forward. Lucky bounce, nevertheless they had the footy. Centre square work here. They really need to lift their game, the Hawks.
3-zip it is.
Effective spoil. Bateman held without it. No free kick. Hawthorn fans don't like it. Mitchell somehow, well done, got it through to Ladson. Now here's an opportunity. Chip out wide to Lewis. He can kick a goal here, Jordan Lewis. Needs to measure it from 40. He does, and he goes. Hawthorn on the ball.
And Crawford dabs it to Bateman and keeps going. And the bounce is kind. And here go the Hawks again. They're in the contest now. Lewis, good position. Too much strength there for Edwards. And Roughhead is out on the side of the ground that he would rather be.
These guys are going to get on the scoreboard.
Still looking dangerous, aren't they?
This would really buoy the Hawks. It's kickable from 45. Looks okay. It looks very good.
Now a chance to work out of the fences. Mitchell gets it to Crawford.
Another Adelaide forward in some bother. Welsh cop one. And Mitchell breaks away and gives to Lewis. And Hawthorn are on the break here. Lead comes from Roughhead. That's where he's gone. That's a strong grab.
He actually looks as though he's got Rutten's measure at the moment, and maybe you'd almost make a change.
Roughhead for his second on the trot. He squeezes it home. The Hawks are right back in it.
In the contest at the back, Boyle couldn't take the mark. Rutten applying pressure is Taylor, but Rutten gets a wobbly old kick, but it's effective. And the mark taken by Edwards. At ground level, off to Shirley, off to Thompson. Now Van Berlo from the front of the centre square drives to a vacant goal square. Van Berlo, does he get a good bounce? Yes, goal to Adelaide.
Well, suddenly, out of nowhere, you have to kick one from 60 metres, Luke, and let it bounce through.
Yeah, I think the thing that you underestimate about the Crows sometimes is how good their runners are. Van Berlo, still not a big name in this city, but he's an elite runner. Brent Riley's an elite runner. We know about Edwards and Goodwin, but they are very fit.
In very distinguished manner, bounce favouring Griffin. Thompson, well tied up by Lewis. Strong player is Lewis, and that's a bad error by Shirley, falling into Hodges' back. The Hawks ball. Big 4 minutes of this quarter to come. Franklin has got it and has a chance to...
Once again, the kick was just so spot on to him.
Margin 7. Franklin cuts it to 1. Thrilling contest that. And Franklin was almost good enough to win it. Van Berlo gives to Gill. Just a point in it. 2.5 to go in the quarter. What a beautiful pass that was to McGregor.
Under pressure. No, under pressure. No. If you had a miss, you would have wanted it back. Go through, mate.
Some of the kicking skills today have just been outstanding. Yeah. The conditions are amazing, but the use by foot from both sides is brilliant.
Actually, Brett Allen's call, the umpire, then I thought it was pretty spot on. He said you were under pressure when you kicked for that goal. If you'd missed, you'd be pretty dark. I think it's a pretty good call.
McGregor got the Crows on that 3-goal run early in the quarter.
1 metre.
The lead has been reeled in, but he has a chance just to stretch it again. From out of the shade, into the light, from on the 50. Just falling away, but it held up long enough. It's the Crows by 7.
Tight and hard early.
So play restarts. Hudson's done very well inside the centre square. Shirley feeds it to Knights. Wants his left side and finds it. Towards half forward, very wide. Bounce favours Port Pleasure. Off to Edwards from 55. He decides to go for home. Does Tyson Edwards? Yes, it's home all right. Another one to the Crows. So just when Hawthorn looked as though they were taking the initiative, the Crows have kicked a couple close to quarter time and scoot out to a 13-point advantage.
It's a great luxury, isn't it, as a coach, when you can put Tyson Edwards off the ball and use him as a half-forward flank. And it's great to see your best players stay out on the ground. Rotations are such in fat at the moment. Your good players come off, but when you've got the ability to kick a 55-metre goal, as Big Jeff looks on, he's not...
Unfamiliar territory. Kick towards Bateman needs to be good. He's got to beat a couple. Can't. And now Port Pleasure with the opportunity. Kick towards half foot. Welsh, very quiet last week. Just 3 disposals against the Magpies for a goal. Chips intelligently inside the attacking 50. And Knights takes the mark.
Hawthorn, but he took his time and had to absolutely nail the kick because there was Hawthorn defenders everywhere, and he's put it on the chest of Chris Knights.
So Knights, as the seconds tick down to quarter time from 50, brings it back. Beautiful kick. It's a goal to the Crows on the quarter time siren. And they're out by 19 points. A wonderful start.
It is their best opening quarter of the season. They could not have asked for more than that. Yeah, it was still in front of him. McGregor with quick hands. Port Pleasure been lively. And Shirley's worked his way forward, but stolen by Crow. Now Crawford still got acceleration on old legs. Kick not the best. John Cock attacking it. Needed to be clean. McLeod gave it up. Rough head. Goal. His third. Right ankle.
Wow.
Well, back with the play. As the Crows try to work it forward through Port Pleasure. Kick towards McGregor, who marks in the pocket. As you can see, margin 13 points. This will be a handy one for the Crows. Very deliberate. Squeezes a throw, I think, yes. Crows by 19.
Just sorts of things back pretty quickly.
Dr. Blight.
The answer to that's no. Well, not that I've seen.
Gill in front. Welsh. Third in line. Lunging mark. Man on the mark.
That's a huge loss if he can't come back on.
Welsh and McGregor have been rotating forwards. Interchangeable. Welsh, can he kick as well as McGregor? He can. He kicks a goal. The Crows have their biggest lead. And the sun was a factor there for Birchall, who's in strife as Shirley arrives. Riley supports him. That was well done by the Crows. There's a free if they want it. They don't. Knight's on the break. Just clever enough to beat off Bateman.
Oh, Bateman's got his hammy.
McGregor in front. Oh, he judged that beautifully. Oh, it may well have exploded in their faces.
He's not coming off, which is interesting.
You have to think it's dodgy by now.
Yeah, he's out.
McGregor has 3. Has 4. The Crows are getting away. There's Hawthorn mountain attack.
Crawford chips short, taken by Birchall. Is a long kick, uses it towards full forward. Franklin in front. Gee, did it brilliantly. Worked to the front, couldn't hold on, but he gets a second chance. Left foot snap is home. Goal to Franklin. So Franklin kicks his second. And gee, well, it's an understatement to say they desperately needed that.
Yeah, they desperately did need that one, but every time the ball goes inside 50 and Franklin or Roughhead get an opportunity, it just feels like they're going to score. If they can win their fair share of the footy, get enough inside 50s, these two blokes will get their job done. The Crows have outplayed them in this quarter, but the margin's still there and the Hawks are still right in this contest.
Yes, Sewell, Hodge, so he's in the midst of it. Young to Smith. And he goes for Crawford, who can break through the middle here. Now it's Ladson. And now it's Birchall. Probing ball, and Franklin is at the end of it.
Full forward. And that's the ideal build-up for the Hawks. Run it through the midfield and kick it in long to a one-on-one. Perfect setup.
They've been good targets. He squeezes it home. They have 6 of Hawthorn, 7 between them.
But they trail by 20 points, so
Osborne, full forward. Osborne.
going to try and make it pay on the scoreboard. Now Franklin's put down off the ball, no free kick. Roughhead takes it, got the handball out. Dixon back towards Franklin, and he's put down again. Franklin, this time he gets a free kick.
Go away, Richie. Jason, come here. Wait.
First one here.
A high force with contact with the head.
He's been reported, Tony.
It's just a report. Just football. Buddy, hang on. I've got to tell you that he's on record, okay? Just let me do the job. And Lance, the first one when you dived, don't do that, mate, because we won't pay threes for that, all right?
And lads, while Ray's been doing his thing, Chance Bateman has remarkably come back onto the ground.
What's going? No.
Well, there you go.
He must be on Dr. Blight's magic elixir.
Cramp. Must have been cramp.
Must have been. Anyway, Franklin a chance to kick his 4th from 50. Wouldn't this bring the house down? He drives it long. Is it straight? Yes! Go to the Hawks.
They'd have to be wrapped with the way these guys are working at the moment.
And Roughhead, the one that put the pressure on there, resulting in this free kick. Dixon leads, ignored. Roughhead kicks it to a dangerous spot, 20 metres from goal. Oh, it's a mark to Campbell Brown. Hudson claiming he was pushed out of the contest. Riley's hurt, but Brown's got the footy. There's the pressure. Initially on McLeod. Now look at the pressure here from Roughhead on McLeod. And what a great start as we watch the contest. Yeah, Hudson was pushed out by Lewis perhaps. Campbell Brown 20 metres from goal, directly in front to cut the margin to just 5 points.
Just while that's happening, Buddy Franklin's been off the ground. I would suggest a little word from the coach.
So it looks like he's got his left arm strapped as well. So Campbell Brown 25 metres, drop punt is good, 5 points in it.
Why would you come front on him pushing, Michael?
Well, because it was an obvious free kick every time.
It's really just done.
Now Franklin, disciplined kick is a pretty good kick. Bateman's up, he's come down with it. It's a beauty. Pocket was trying to cut off Franklin's lead.
Just that has got no chance in a snowballs in hell.
And there are the two men who have climbed out of the grave. Bateman and Hodge up together. Chance Bateman has Hawthorn within 1 point. Gold all out of their seats. Hawthorn are coming at Adelaide. Loose ball. Riley wins it for the Crows. Here's a chance. Welsh one out. Got it. And the second bite.
Momentum, as the crowd have just watched a replay, but it's unbelievably hard to get that back.
For their first for a long, long time, and Scott Welsh, first goal in 39 minutes, the Crows by 9 points.
Out on Smith. Rashudo did well to get it back to Thompson. Good pressure, great tackle from Brown. Riley confronted by Ladson. Back to Rashudo, palms off Smith. Loops the handball, wasn't a great one. Lewis, now Edwards, just around Crawford. Tyson Edwards, clever. Port Pleasure's got it.
He's been terrific, Edwards.
We talked about his ability to kick from 55, Malcolm. Well, this time he'll kick from 50.
And he's just worked really hard too, Chris. And this is, you're just sucking in the air late in the third quarter.
Just trying to compose himself.
You got to do it right to get there.
This would be a valuable goal if he could nail it from 50. Gee, it was a tired-looking kick, but it's home! He wobbled it through for a goal! Pocket. Had the job on Franklin.
Good one by himself out. He didn't see him.
High kick at the back. Campbell marked strongly over the top of his teammate in the end, Ladson. So the Crows getting numbers back. He tries to pinpoint the pass and does it superbly to Hodge. Hodge, oh gee, kicks it wide, and the mark is the only reason I could think was perhaps the knee, his left knee worrying him with the kick, but gee, it was interesting move because Crawford no closer. He's had a wonderful game, and he kicks the opening goal in the last quarter. Effective, Birchall. He wants to get on with it quickly. Crawford continuing to work, continuing to run.
Geez, it looked good when they changed direction, Hawthorn. It's risky play. Got to kick the ball perfectly to do it, but it just seems to set them up so much more effectively when they're going forward.
Gill, a loose player in defence, so forces Crawford to go wide, and he does with great effect.
Back another 10 metres and wind up as though you're kicking it on the run.
If you're a coach, would you let him have a go at all this stage of the game in the final?
Of course I would.
Well,
sort of like a kick it.
He'll need to almost kick it 60 metres. Lance Franklin's kicked 4. Thumping kick. Thumping kick. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. What a goal.
Of course he can.
Just in front of his defensive goal square. Young. Now, loose player on the wing, but Young, can he get it to him? No, he can't. Slews off the side of his boot. Gives Goodwin the chance and delivers beautifully onto the chest of Welsh.
Well, the way he held his wrist at the end of the game, he went straight off and straight down the race, but this is a massive kick now for Scott Welsh.
Well, Lewis missed at one end. Now Welsh, the chance to extend the Adelaide lead from outside 50. Gee, it's a beautiful kick. Crows by 8. Lewis tries to knock it forward, ends with Ladson, who jams it on the boot. One out contest, Hodge and Stevens. Hodge has got it, slips to Stevens' tackle, couldn't get away from Goodwin, but got the handball over the top to Young. Deep in the pocket, Clinton Young. Clinton Young, thank you very much. So the margin back to just 2 points. The Hawks won't go away. This was great from Hodge, Luke.
Oh, it was fantastic. He was outnumbered 2-1. He's just got such a strong body, Luke Hodge, and such a competitor. And Clinton Young, he's run hard and broke the lines today a fair bit, Malcolm, and looks as though he looks fresh. He's still running the lines really well, and that's an important goal. This has just been
by Gillam and Osborne. Late replacement this afternoon for McGlynn. Wants to play on. Has got Campbell running for him. The big man, Robbie Campbell. On with it quickly. And Franklin on the lead. Just the 15.
In the back half of the last quarter. Wow.
Amazing stuff. Lance Franklin, 6 marks, 10 disposals, 5 goals too. This would bring the house down for goal number 6, and to put Hawthorn in front for the first time this afternoon. Lance Franklin's done it. The Hawks are in front.
Tawny, quick movement by Adelaide, might give them a chance up forward. Burton and Smith under it. McGregor, Crowe with him. Burton arrives. Hasn't had a great day. Van Berlo did well. Now Welsh with Brown. Welsh has done it.
No! Oh, no, no hands. No, nothing lads.
I don't think 50 metres will make a lot of difference here. This will be a shot to level the scores with their hands in the back. Well, there was the merest touch, then there was a forearm. Apparently they don't count. And Scott Welsh kicks his 4th of the day. It is all even.
Wow.
Okay. Scott Thompson's been very good. Lays it off to Shirley, who kicks it to Bock. Just was able to take it and had the confidence to play on. Nathan Bock with 1 bounce. Kick towards half-forward. Burton on his chest. 60 from goal. Overlap provided by Tawny. Loose player inside. He decides to blaze away, but he blazes away superbly. What a goal to Jason Tawny. The Crows back in front as Campbell Brown leaps from the ground. 4 points, the Adelaide advantage. Well, he had a loose player inside, decided to ignore it, but he did the job.
The drama, almost unbearable.
Just have a look at this goal from Tawny, Tim, but look at the commitment on the line from Campbell Brown. Do you think he's not trying hard, as you'd expect from him, but just smashes himself into the post? What an effort to try and just...
Leading disposal winner on the ground, coming in for disposal number 34. Called to play on now. Hard up against the line. Just sets it high. Oh, it's out on the full. He's turned it over. So the free kick to Hawthorn. It'll come back to Shane Crawford. Well, time ticking away.
Some tired boys out there at the moment.
There's enough time you would think for Crawford and Hawthorn to mount another realistic challenge. Ladson. Fans screaming. Oh, Franklin! You call it, Luke.
There it is.
Lance Franklin has marked 47 from goal. And, well, you just wonder. We ticked into the final 5 minutes at the 22-minute 40 mark. Can't be long left. Just been the 1 goal in that time to Jason Tawny. Franklin's kick 6. This to put the Hawks in front with just a few seconds left in the elimination final. Lance Franklin, what an inspiration!
Lucky 7.
Franklin's kick 7, and more importantly, the Hawks lead by 3 points.
Oh, the script's been written. What a centre bounce now. No matter what happens, we all knew that this lad had arrived. He hasn't arrived. He's knocked the door down.
You can't wear number 23 at Hawthorn and not be a showman. Don Scott, Dermot Brereton and Lance Franklin. He might be the best of the lot.
Neil Craig, I think he might know what the result might be here.
It looks as though he thinks time's up. The Hawks have their noses in front in the last seconds.